Oh, how's everybody doing tonight? What's going on, baby? Oh, I really don't want to be on here too long tonight, y'all, because it's kind of late. It's 9:30. 9:30 where I'm at. What's up, y'all? Mm. Come on, First Live. Yes. Schooler Carson, what's up? Welcome, baby. But what's up? Mm. Hey, y'all. Mm. But I'm gonna wait for a few more people to get in, and then I'm gonna get started. I was thinking, my lease is about to be up, and well, not like it's not up until like May, I believe. What's up? Yeah. Um, it's not my lease is up in May, and I want to move. I'm told. Told. I'm tired of this apartment. But y'all know I don't like packing up and moving, y'all. I talked all that mess about moving, and now it's time for it to happen. I don't want to pack up. I'm so tired. I'm not tired, but I don't like moving. So I have to figure it out. And of course, I always scream. Of course, I always scream. Um, that I'm gonna move out of the city and move to a different. I'm moving to DC. I'm moving to LA. Let's start the live off right with a piece of my paycheck. Yes, thank you. And my Jamie BC, yes. And my Jamie boys, yes, thank you. Thank you, son, Dennis. Thank you so much. DC is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Baby Quiet as just kept Houston, girl. I was looking for apartment. I was, I was like, when did apartments go up? The thing about Houston is that it's still, in comparison to, it's a whole lot cheaper. Like this apartment I have, some of y'all already seen my apartment. This apartment that I have right here, girl, this apartment would be 3 times probably what I'm paying now if I was in LA, girl, or New York. You know what I'm saying? So in that aspect, it is cheap. Okay. But when you look around, it's like, girl, I just don't remember rent prices being this high. Girl, girl, everything is expensive, and it's almost like it doesn't even matter where you move. Like, remember back in the day, like if you move further out, the rent would be a little bit cheaper. Girl, not a little bit cheaper, a whole lot cheaper. Like if you move to like, you know, 20 minutes outside of the, 20 minutes outside of the center of the city, you could pay you could be paying about $600 or $700 less than what you would pay. Girl, now it's almost like, girl, you might as well just go ahead and stay where you at. Remember, you need a studio now interview. Okay, okay. So it's just it's. I was like, girl, I was like, when did apartments go up like this? You said DC. Here's another piece. Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you. I don't want to move to Atlanta. I don't want to move to Atlanta. I don't like Atlanta like that. Like that. I don't. I used to. Like the only way I would move to Atlanta is if I had to move. Like if I was moving there for a job, then I would say, okay, whatever. But I wouldn't move there. It would have to be because of a job, if that makes sense. Let me just be the first to say, cousin Rodney, love you, but I feel like we're gonna be fighting and dragging each other in the next 20 minutes. Hashtag Team Sweet Tea. What's up? Thank you to Honey07. Um, yeah, it's just a mess. And I was about to say, Atlanta ain't no better. Girl, in real life, girl, in real life, Girl, the apartments here are cheaper than some of the ones I saw in Atlanta. Atlanta not cheap like the people think it's cheap. Now it's cheaper than New York. It's it's cheaper than um it's cheaper than California, but Atlanta ain't just Atlanta just ain't, girl, you still gonna be paying a cute penny to live in Atlanta. At one point I thought about Atlanta. My rent would have still been going up, even if I would have transferred. My rent still would have went up. It wouldn't have stayed the same. So yeah, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna move out of this apartment? Am I just gonna stay still? If I'm gonna move to a different apartment, I don't know what I want to do. But I need to hurry up and make a decision because time is ticking, and my lease is up in May. I need to decide. Anyways, y'all, let's go ahead and get into the mess. Baby, listen, I'm not gonna spend too much time on this. Baby, Dr. Heavenly comes, baby. So the other day, I was asleep and I had just took a melatonin. Well, no, I hadn't just taken a melatonin. I took it like a couple of hours early, but it didn't kick in right then. So long story short, I went to sleep around like 7 in the morning. One of my friends sent me a clip of Dr. Heavenly. I was like, I gotta listen to it. So I woke up around, it was like noon, 12 something. Still no Patreon. This is for the nieces and not you. Thank you, Nitwit. Thank you. V, hey, cousin, I'm ready to start. Will Milton, I got your back. Quad tried to tell him, baby. We're going to get into it. And so one of my friends called me, and I had just woke up probably like 10 minutes earlier. And they were like, what you doing, blah, blah, blah. And they said, have you heard what Dr. Heavenly said? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I don't think she meant nothing by it. And I was like, you think? And I was like, yeah, I don't think she meant nothing by it. I was like, maybe I should listen to it again, but I don't think so. And so he was like, no, she meant what she said. I said, you think so? Yeah. And so I got on Twitter and I was like, ooh. I was like, maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. And he was like, maybe she meant what she said. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, okay, let me listen to it again. And then the more I listened to it, I was like, okay, girl, this is a mess. So let me just play the clip real fast of what Dr. Heavenly said, and I'll just go ahead and say what I have to say. And then we could, move on. So this is what Dr. Heavenly, this is a clip of what she had to say. I don't know how the whole conversation came up. The way that people hate Quad, Candace, and Kenya should be studied. Like, yeah, they do the most, but that's what we watch for. Thank you, son of Dennis. Exactly. Let me see. Okay. Oh, hold up, y'all.
It is. So when you have a conversation with somebody, if somebody gets upset and it goes to the left, most men, real men, not gay men, not bitch men, you know what I'm saying? The guys that is kind of soft, but real men are gonna feel like, you know what I mean? Straight men are gonna feel like if you tell my wife to shut the fuck up, I'm gonna have a problem with it. I mean, that's just it is. But it is. So when you have a conversation with somebody, if somebody gets
So I don't know how this came up. I went to her page to try and find the video, but somebody told me that she had took the video down. I don't know. So that's the part that I have. Let me just say this. And it's so crazy because I have had these conversations on my channel for a long time. Like, I know I've been on YouTube for probably a decade. And if you're new to my channel, or maybe you don't watch the video, we've had these discussions. So for me, okay, about 2 weeks ago, we went live and we were talking about Target and DEI, and I kind of went on a rant about LGBTQ and just not feeling supported, and how I've kind of gotten numb to the reaction from people as it pertains to LGBTQ. How it really doesn't affect me the same anymore. And when I log on to the blogs, Twitter, I kind of expect what I'm going to see. I'm not really surprised anymore. It doesn't come as a shock, because at this point I kind of know where people are going to stand when it comes to trans, when it comes to gay, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't shock me. I've come down here and I've told the stories of me hanging around girls and then me finding out that they don't like gay people. Me hanging around girls and they said something slick about gay people. I'm about to be 43 years old this year. I'm 42. I have dealt with this probably my entire life. So it doesn't come as a surprise to me when I hear that Dr. Heavenly says something like this. I was the one who was in elementary school, intermediate school, who said people said I act like a girl, I sound like a girl, called me faggots in middle school, called me faggots in high school, got a couple of faggots in college, even now. I'm not surprised when I hear about conversations like this, because that's just what it is. So when I hear what Dr. Heavenly said, I'm not shocked. Dr. Heavenly is a very traditional woman. When you hear the way that Dr. Heavenly talks, I'm no fool. Bitch, I'm damn near 50. Not really. But bitch, I'm damn near 50. You don't think when I hear the way that Dr. Heavenly speaks, she speaks in a very traditional way. I don't fit into what Dr. Heavenly thinks. I just don't. This is not my first time hearing people that I like, or I don't have a friendship with her, or people that I've been friends with say something like this. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think y'all are listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I'm 43 years old, and people speaking like this is not new to me. It's not. I'm not some young punk. I remember Marlo getting on TV calling the gays in Africa faggots. I remember Kenya, Portia, and the other girls sitting around on Bravo making fun of Chris Fields. This is nothing new. I remember Portia in the goddamn pulpit putting the punks and the gays in the same category as the hookers. So we can pretend that this shit is new, but it's not new. Y'all don't think I pay attention to what the fuck I be watching on TV? I'm not surprised. And y'all shouldn't either. That's just what it is. It's almost like people choose to live in a land of delulu. It's like you watching the Real Housewives of Orange County. It's like you watching the Real Housewives of New York. It's like you watching the Real Housewives of New Jersey, a predominantly white show. And then you're surprised when you find out that they voted for Trump. Because people want to live in a land of... You really think these white bitches over there voting for Kamala Harris? I'm not comfortable with accepting abuse because I don't hang out with Heavenly. That's the part that y'all don't want to understand. I don't know Dr. Heavenly. Funky Dineva knows Dr. Heavenly. Carlos King knows Dr. Heavenly. I don't know Dr. Heavenly. I don't hang out with Dr. Heavenly. I don't talk to Dr. Heavenly. I don't ever have to do a video with Dr. Heavenly ever again. Yes, I go for Dr. Heavenly because of what I saw her present on Married to Medicine. But out of that, I don't deal with abuse. Because the fact of the matter is, if you come to me in my personal space, I don't have to fucking deal with none of that shit. Be very clear. Be very clear. I don't know Kenya Moore. I don't know Dr. Heavenly. I don't know Portia. I don't know Dr. Wendy. I don't know Candace. I don't know any of these women. The fact does not change that I have dealt with this my entire life is nothing new. You go to work and deal with racist people all the time. You go to work and you deal with sexist people all the time. You go to work and you deal with misogynistic people all the time. You go to work and you deal with homophobic people all the time. This is no different. This is no different. It just reinforces what I always say about some of the women. Some of y'all are about to get offended. It just reinforces what I say about some of the women. They will kiki in your face and laugh with you. But when it's all said and done, you might be the biggest faggot walking. You might be the biggest punk walking. I have told y'all these stories time and 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 time again. I have said this for years on my YouTube channel. This is nothing new at all. Dr. Heavenly just fits into that group of women who I know act a certain way when I walk away. That's it. I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised because that's how the majority of the girls do. And that's just what it is. You're going to be a punk. You're going to be a faggot. You're going to be too soft. You're going to be all of those things. Be very clear. Dr. Heavenly ain't the only one who think like this. Be very clear. She ain't the only ignorant one walking around here who thinks like that. Like I said, you had Kenya Moore. You had Portia, you had Nene, all of them. Low key with a homophobic undertone when they were talking about Kim Field's husband. And Andy had to check them at the goddamn reunion. Stop acting like this is new. You had Marlo with a big ass camera in front of her face called the punks in Africa faggots. On TV, bitch. I don't deal with people who mistreat me at all. I don't. At the end of the day, it is what it is. Heavenly ain't the only one who think like this. I don't have to deal with Heavenly. I don't talk to Dr. Heavenly. I don't email Dr. Heavenly. I don't text Dr. Heavenly. I don't send Dr. Heavenly emails. I don't get in her DMs. I just started following her on Twitter the other day because I saw she followed me. I don't follow Heavenly on Instagram. It is what it is. Y'all are surprised because I guess y'all just choose to live in this world, just where it's just delulu. I'm not surprised because again, I've dealt with women like this my entire life. I have had the girls befriend me and say, "You want to go to lunch with me? Hey, you want to go out?" And then I find out that you actually don't like the gays. Heavenly fits right into that category. She wants to sit around the punks, kiki and laugh, but she has her certain way of thinking. I think that there are a group of people out there who don't give a fuck about what Dr. Heavenly said. You don't like Dr. Heavenly, and that is okay with me. And because you don't like Dr. Heavenly, you feel like this is your aha, I got that bitch moment for people to drag her. It's not that you stand in allyship with the gays. It's not that you are a supporter of the community. You just don't like that bitch. And that's why some of you got mad at Funky Neva because he didn't drag Heavenly for your fucking entertainment. It ain't that you give a fuck about what Heavenly said. You just don't like her. And you wanted Funky Neva to come down here and drag his friend for your entertainment. That's all that was. You think just like Heavenly too. You don't like the punks either. And if you ain't one of the people I'm talking about, then you ain't got to say shit. You know who you are. Funky Neva don't have to come down to Instagram, Twitter, MySpace, Jacked, Grinder, and drag his friend to please you. That is his friend. However he chooses to deal with Dr. Heavenly, that's how he chooses to deal with Dr. Heavenly. That is his friend. And I have been consistent about what I have said about Funky Neva for years. If you are going to be friends with these people, these celebrities, then you need to treat them like a friend and stop dragging them on the internet. How long have I been saying that? How long have I been saying that? How long have I been saying that? For years. See, some of y'all new to my channel, so you might not know. But I've always said that. So how he handled Dr. Heavenly is just okay because, again, that is his friend. And he don't have to drag that lady to please y'all. And I'm going to say it again as loud as I can. A lot of people don't even give a fuck about gays like that. A lot of people are not standing in allyship with us. Because the fact of the matter is, there are people out there who think just like Heavenly, who think that gay boys are soft, who think that gay boys are weak. Stop acting like you letting your child wear pink. Stop acting like if your son asks for an easy bake oven, you gonna get it to him. Stop acting like you support your child if he tells you I want to be a cheerleader. Y'all be cool with the punks because we funny and we kick and we laugh. But God forbid your son is a faggot, you're going to have a goddamn fit. Heavenly is very ignorant, but she ain't by her goddamn self. And that's the part that a lot of the people don't want to accept. The fact of the matter is, there are a lot of people out there who think just like Heavenly Combs. There are too many people out there with daddies who disown them because they were a faggot. It's too many people out there who have mamas just like Heavenly who disown them because they was a faggot. It's too many people out there with family members who mistreat them because they're LGBTQ. So again, Dr. Heavenly is very ignorant, but I'm not slow, stupid, or dumb. Based off of the way that Dr. Heavenly thinks, this falls right in line. Dr. Heavenly has this idea of men are supposed to act this way and women are supposed to act this way. Do you think faggots fit anywhere in that equation? If a man act too soft, he a punk. And that's the thing. Y'all don't know what Funky Dineva said to Heavenly. Y'all just wanted Funky Dineva to scalp Heavenly publicly, so it could be for your entertainment. Y'all don't know the conversation that man had with that woman. You don't know. But because he didn't do what you wanted him to do, then he ain't do shit. That's all I'm saying. Heavenly's thoughts are too traditional. I don't think anybody who, let me say this. I believe that times are better than what they were the other day. I don't believe that Kenya, Nene, Heavenly are just these bona fide homophobes. I don't. Do I think that they definitely have some work to do? I do. I do. All I can hope for is that the girls do better. Baby, I have about 6 friends, and I'm telling y'all the God honest truth. I have about 6 friends. Ain't none of the girls and boys that I talk about on these reality shows are my friends. When it's all said and done, I don't have to sit in any of their motherfucking faces. I don't deal with homophobic friends. Even if I think that you have said something slick, I'm not going to deal with it. Am I making a video with Dr. Heavenly next week? No. Would I make one? Would I make one with her probably this year? Probably no. Am I pissed off? No. Does it bother me? It's always going to bother me. But am I just upset and outraged? No. Because, like I said, baby, I'm 42 years old. I'm about to be 43. I have dealt with this my entire life. I have dealt with the people telling me that I'm not man enough, I'm not boyish enough, I'm too girly, my voice too high. I've dealt with this my entire life. My entire life. I have been called every name in the book. So at 42, damn near 43, for me to still be walking around here like, oh, no, bitch, I just accept shit for what it is. Y'all think when I come down here and I tell y'all that, girl, I'm kind of numb to it and that I just expect it because that's what it is? Y'all think I'm just talking just to talk? Bitch, I'm an old ass punk. I know what it is at this point. I accepted it a long time ago. People are who they are. I don't have to fucking deal with you. But I know what to expect when I meet certain people. Now, if my expectations are wrong, then that's good. But if your homophobic slip starts to show, I already expected that. So I'm not in for a surprise. If it stays covered up, oh, okay. I was wrong about her. I was wrong about him. That's it. In the grand scheme of things, I don't know Dr. Heavenly. I think some of you thought that I was just going to be, oh my God, Dr. Heavenly, because of what I say of how I go up for Dr. Heavenly on Married to Medicine. I really actually don't give a fuck, if we're going to be honest. I don't give a fuck. I don't know her. That's not my sister. That's not my friend. That's not my coworker. It is what it is. As far as I'm concerned, I just add her to the other list of people. That's it. Girl, when I'm talking about Dr. Heavenly, I'm talking about somebody from a television show, a reality show. The reality is I don't know her. That's it. You know what's so crazy, Diva? I didn't even listen to her apology because I think the apology is bullshit. See, this is the thing. I think some of y'all don't think that I know what's going on. Not you, Diva. I didn't listen to the apology because I know she didn't mean the apology. Dr. Heavenly said out of her own mouth at the beginning of this season. See, I listen to motherfuckers talk. Okay? I listen to people talk and I remember what the fuck you said. Dr. Heavenly said at the beginning of this season to Quad in Quad's bedroom that when she apologizes, she just apologized. She don't mean that shit. That's what she said out of her mouth. That's what she said. There's no need for me to listen to the apology because the apology not gonna mean shit. Because you've already told me that when you apologize, you don't even mean it. So what's the point of me listening to the apology when you not gonna mean it? You said what you said. It is what it is. She did what most people do. Let me just apologize because I got some backlash, girl. Let me just go here and apologize, girl. Let me just go apologize to these punks, because, girl, that's it. That, like I said, initially, I was like, does she mean it this way? Does she mean it this way? At the end of the day, that's how Heavenly feels. Again, like I was talking to one of my friends on the phone, I'm not the type of person, and I have said this for years. I really try and give grace to certain people. I really try to hold space for understanding because I completely understand that when we are born into this world, there is it's already set of what we're supposed to do and how we're supposed to behave. You're supposed to be, they think that the default setting for sexuality is heterosexuality. So when you're born into this world, boys wear blue, girls wear pink. You marry a girl, you marry a boy. The men take care of the household, the women work. So I understand how and ever that space for understanding starts to close up just a little bit. Because for me, even though I try to offer understanding and grace, you're not gonna just sit in my face and just be an ignorant ass your entire life. I understand. Girl, I'm one of the biggest punks on YouTube. And at one point in my life, I couldn't stand the punks. And I'm one of them, girl. I had so much internalized homophobia going through my body. And that's because of what society told me. It's wrong. You're not supposed to like boys. You're going to hell. You're a pedophile. You must have been touched as a child. That's what the people say. So then I grow up thinking it's wrong and having an attitude with other gays. So I get it. We're all taught the same thing, that gay is wrong and straight is right. I have gotten down here so many times saying this. That's why when I find out that people said something homophobic in the past, I do say, okay, I understand. I do try to give some type of understanding. I get it. We all raised the same, bitch. When I hear tweets come out from Candace saying some homophobic shit 10, 15 years ago, you see what I'm saying? I try and have some understanding of, okay, this is how we were raised. But like I said, at some point, I will stop having that understanding because you're just not gonna be some Joy Reid said some homophobic this said some homophobic shit before. So I try to have some understanding because I get it. I get it. But at some point, I will stop having that understanding. Like, girl, now listen, bitch. Girl, you just a little girl. It's one thing. It's not about having the conversation. It's about having the conversation with people who want to try to understand. If I'm going to sit here and talk about gay this and gay this, and you've already had your mind made up, it's no use for me to talk about it because you don't even give a fuck. But if you are one of those people who have a space to try and understand something outside of what we've been taught, no, I'm like, okay, okay. I really don't go around here just calling people homophobic. When Peter Guns was on Love and Hip Hop, I wasn't on here like, oh, Peter Guns is homophobic because he doesn't want his son wearing a ladybug costume. I was like, Peter, baby, you got some work to do. Peter was on the show, I think it was a reunion, and something happened about his son wearing a ladybug costume. And I was just like, Peter, baby, you're going to have to get it together. I don't like to come down here and just call people racist and homophobes. I really do honestly try and have some type of understanding because I get how we were all raised. Thank you, Miss G, for real. The girls who've been here with me, they know I've said this stuff plenty of times. This is nothing new on my channel. This is just for me. I can't speak for the other gays. But I have had a realization of how this world works and how we're taught the same thing. And for some people, they believe it and it sticks to them. And then for some people, they start to buck at the system and say, that don't make no sense. So, yeah, that's pretty much it about Dr. Heavenly, I guess. I mean, to wrap it up, I mean, she said it, she meant it. I'm not surprised. Um, it falls right in line with what I've been saying about when I meet certain people. Um, I'm not surprised. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm not one of those gay men who, for lack of a better word, had the privilege of going through life fitting in with society or basically, demonstrating masculinity to what people say how you're supposed to behave. I sometimes can fit in, girl, right? I sometimes can fit in. A bitch start drinking a little bit. Hey! A bitch start drinking a little bit, then a punk might come out. But other than that, you know what I'm saying? I can fit in sometimes. I ain't just a bona fide punk now. You know what I'm saying? But okay. But like I that wasn't my experience. So my experience for some of the gays who were masculine, right? Who could fit in with what they say that men are supposed to behave, they probably didn't have my experience. They probably didn't. But for me and some of the other gays, girl, this is nothing new. It really isn't. I'm not surprised that someone who I sat down with via Zoom, right, did a little work with, her homophobic slip start to show. Okay. Okay. Girl, your slip showed. But quiet as it's kept, girl, we're not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm not a 20-year-old gay man. I'm not a 25-year-old gay man. I'm not a 30-year-old gay man. I'm not a 40-year-old gay man. Bitch, I'm 42. Girl, like I'm real, real grown. I've been a punk my whole life. So, bitch, I'm damn near 50. Since we own it, I want to talk. I do want to talk to the gays for a second. And I was on the phone with one of my friends, and I was telling him that I wanted to talk about this, but I just didn't know how to address it without necessarily bringing up the person. And so I'm just going to say it. There has been a lot of chatter about Dr. Heavenly's son, Zachary, being gay. Now, this is where I feel like I might be growing up, getting a little wiser. I understand 100% why people are tugging on Heavenly's son's wig. I get it, but it's a but. I get it because I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all. When I first saw Zach, girl, switch across my screen, I was like, girl, I thought he was one of the kids too. And I remember coming down here and Dr. Heaven was like, "Oh, you want a woman like your mama?" And I still remember in my review, I said, "Well, girl, what if you want a man like his daddy?" Hey, hello. Now this is the thing. We do not know if her son is gay. That boy could be as straight as an arrow. We have assumed that he is gay based off of his mannerisms. We don't know that he is gay. We assume that he is gay. The reason why people are bringing her son into it is because her son is not the most masculine. So when Heavenly comes down to YouTube and she starts talking about soft made, bitch made, this and that, girl, your son ain't walking around here macho grande either, girl. So I get what people are saying, but this is what I have for my brothers in the gay community, girl, my sisters, however you identify, non-binary, y'all cannot be dragging her son. It is not right. And maybe it's because I'm getting older. Maybe so. It is not right. You cannot get on Twitter, Instagram, and call Heavenly all types of homophobes and homophobic, and in the next breath, drag her son, who has not even officially come out as gay. Because if you really think that Heavenly is this bona fide homophobe that y'all are saying that she is, then the only thing that you are doing is putting her son in a horrible situation. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? You cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot call Heavenly a homophobe and then in the next breath, I understand, brother, I understand. But in the next breath, drag Zachary. Because Zachary did not come out and say he was gay. He never said he was a part of the community. And even if he was gay, think about the position you have now put him in, dealing with homophobic parents. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Leave Zachary out of it. That's the point that I'm trying to make. He ain't got nothing to do with it. If you want to drag Heavenly until that bitch bleed, until that bitch needs bleed, then girl, go for it. If you want to drag Heavenly until she ain't got no more hair on her, girl, drag her. But I think you should leave Zachary out of it. I just do. And a lot of us know. Oh. Oh. Oh, girl. I was not. Oh, girl. Oh my god, this is why I hate going live. Oh, this is horrible. Girl, I hate this. Oh, I hate this. Something told me. Something told me do a pre-record. Oh God. You know what's so crazy? I said, girl, don't drink. Girl, I said, girl, don't drink because I had a bottle of wine and I was gonna drink, and I was like, girl, don't drink because, girl, you don't want to get yourself. You probably gonna already be worked up, and if you drink, it's probably gonna take it to a whole nother level, and you probably gonna be crying. And that's why I did not drink. Girl, I did not drink. Bitch, I should have went ahead and had me a goddamn drink, girl. If I was gonna be doing all this carrying on, girl. Ah, girl, what is going on? I almost made it. Okay, girl. I was like, I did not want to drink because I knew what was gonna happen. I do not like crying on. Girl, I do not like crying on the internet. Girl, that is not. I do not like crying on here. Girl, I just don't. Girl. Ah. Okay, I think I got it together. Just give me a couple of seconds. So, all I'm saying is that some of us know how it feels, even though my story is not growing up in a homophobic household. I completely understand how it feels to be disrespected, mistreated, picked on, called names pretty much your entire life. And I think that with some of us going through what we went through, I think that we should have a little bit more understanding for younger. We should have a little bit more understanding, especially those of us who went through what we went through. You should not be online forcing, insinuating, saying that, especially the younger LGBTQ, that they're gay. I'm not saying that I'm perfect because I'm not. I'm probably going to be back here tomorrow talking about TJ. TJ is an old school punk. But what I'm saying is, it is our job as we get older. Oh, I'm gonna talk about TJ. Okay, now we're gonna talk about TJ. Okay, we're gonna talk about TJ, bitch. Okay, okay, and Stacy. We're gonna talk about them on Sunday. We show off. Okay, but it is our job to make sure that we protect younger LGBTQ, especially younger gay black boys, because and I know Zach is not gay. Oh, he might not be gay, he might be straight. I know he's not a child. I know he's technically a grown man. But we, as gay black men, you should not be putting younger black men and younger black boys in positions that could be harmful to them. Because some of you know baby, I gotta get myself together. Girl, I gotta get myself together, bitch. This is a mess. I'm such a motherfucking crybaby, girl. This don't make no sense. I be talking too much shit to be crying like this, girl. Now I'm about to start dragging people. How this shit work, bitch? I don't know, bitch. I need a drink. I got a motherfucking drink. Girl, I got no pants, so I'm sitting here with my t-shirt and my panties on. Girl, I'm sitting here with t-shirt and panties on. Girl, I gotta get myself together. Y'all hold up, girl. This don't make no goddamn sense, bitch. Okay, girl. Girl, this is ridiculous, child. Let me put some pants on. Okay? Just ass out, child. Oh, let me put some pants on, baby. Girl, this is a mess. Baby, the girls got me out here crying and shit. Oh, girl. I can't believe this shit. Mm-mm. Oh, wait. Girl. Baby, the devil is busy, baby. Oh, baby, the devil is busy, baby. Girl. Oh, baby. Whew. All right, y'all. Girl. Girl, I went to the grocery store. That's all I'm saying. That's what I was saying. One of my friends. I know Zach is not a child. Zach is a grown man. But we're also not going to pretend that with his parents having a little bit of money, that even with Zach being 21, 22 years old, he may still depend on his mother and father for financial assistance. You know what I'm saying? I remember I used to say, I want to give a shout out to the diva. I remember I got down here. This is probably girl 8 years ago. And I think I was pissed off at somebody. And I remember saying, I hope your child is gay. And I remember her saying, I don't know if she put it in the comments or she made a video. I can't remember. But I remember her saying that you shouldn't want to wish, like, you shouldn't want to wish a gay child to a homophobic parent. You know what I'm saying? But in my head at the time, I was just thinking, bitch, that's gonna be your get back. You know what I'm saying? You want to say something about the gays, and bitch, I hope you got a faggot for a son. Like, no, that is not like you should not want to wish. You should not want to wish some gay child to have a homophobic mama and daddy. Okay. So um, yeah. So just like I said, it's growing, and it's just realizing certain things. I don't think I'm perfect at all. Okay. Um, but I, just believe that we need to be a little bit more responsible, especially when it comes to like the younger gays and what we say. Like I said, TJ gonna get it. Hey, TJ gonna get it on Sunday. Now that old school Paul, he getting it. Okay, because he down to the TV playing in our motherfucking face. Okay, so when Sunday come, all this shit I said about the youth, TJ ain't part of the youth. TJ's an old school butch queen. His ass gonna get it. Him and Stacy, they getting it on Sunday. Do you hear me? Okay. Yeah. I don't want nobody talking about Rodney. I thought you said no. Girl, I know what I said, bitch. Okay, TJ and Stacy, they about to get it. Okay. Whew, wait, let me drink some of this wine, baby. TJ is definitely on the motherfucking docket. Do you hear me? Okay. Uh, okay, y'all. So I cannot believe, girl, we've been on here for a whole motherfucking hour talking about talking about fucking heavily and our homophobic slip showing. We all have work to do. I'm not making excuses for Dr. Heavenly. That's not what I'm doing. Please don't think that. We all have work to do. Heavenly gonna have to do better. Heavenly just reminds me of those girls that I will work with, and girl, we work together. And again, me and Heavenly don't work together like that. We did a couple of videos together. That was it. You know what I'm saying? But she just reminds me of that girl, the girls that I used to work with, and they would be like, "Oh, you want to go to lunch with me? Oh yeah." And then I get on Facebook, girl. We had Facebook back in the day. And girl, I find out, girl, you talking about, girl, it's all this gay shit. Girl, you went to girl, you was just my friend a couple of years ago. I told y'all this one girl who I was cool with. I went to this bitch house, girl. She used to cook everything. We used to go out, bitch. One day I get on Instagram and she was on Instagram talking about it was something on the Saucy. It was something about Saucy Santana, and she said something about like the gays, and then something like she threw like a scripture, something about God in there. I was like, once I was so shocked. I was shocked because bitch, we used to kick it. Girl, like we used to kick it, like go out, kick it, go to your house, kick it. Like, girl, she would buy my lunch when I didn't have money, kick it. Do you hear me? Girl. I would buy groceries and go to her house and she would cook for us. Girl, you buy the food, I cook. Okay, girl. Like that type of kick it. I'm going out celebrating for her birthday and shit. That type of kick it. And the whole time, bitch, you didn't even like punks. You probably just thought I was a good time. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. So yeah, it is what it is. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Yeah, child. That's why, like, girl, I don't know. I'm just real iffy around people in a way. I really am because I don't know how people are. You know what I'm saying? Would I ever feel, and then we're gonna move on. Would I ever feel like my life was in danger if I was around Kenya, even though Kenya done said some slick shit, right? Would I feel like my life was in danger if I was around Nene, like my safety? If I was around Portia, no, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. Would I feel like my life was in danger if I was around Dr. Heavenly? I would not. I wouldn't. Would I be on the out? Would I be looking like if they gonna say some slick shit? I would be looking like for that, but I wouldn't think that my safety was in jeopardy, if that makes sense. Like how I used to always talk about Saucy Santana and Young Miami. How many times have girl, I wouldn't feel safe around Peach Juice. That bitch accused people of rape. But listen, so listen. She'll say you tried to take her to a sex dungeon rape. But listen, so so listen. Remember when Saucy Santana used to come down? I mean, I used to come down here all the time. This is what I mean by your safety being at risk. I used to always believe that Saucy Santana was in a dangerous situation because in my head, Funk, I mean, young. I was gonna say young Diana, girl. Young Miami had already let the people know that if her son was a punk, she was gonna whoop his ass. Remember, she said that. Young Miami is that girl. Young Miami said, if my son grew up to be gay, I'm gonna whoop his ass. But mind you, Saucy is her home girl. And I used to be like, Saucy girl, you better watch out for Young Miami because Young Miami is the type that girl, if she think like that, the niggas who she fuck definitely think like that. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? If Young Miami think like that, you best be careful around bitches like Young Miami. Because if she think like that, the niggas who she fucking definitely think like that and will fuck your ass up on sight. That's what I mean by your safety being in jeopardy. That's what I'm talking about. I wouldn't be afraid of my safety around Kenya or Heavenly. I would definitely be afraid of my safety around the girls like Young Miami. I would. I would. I would. So, anyways, let's move on, y'all. I said I want to be there. I said I want to be quick tonight. All right. Let's move on. Bitch, I gotta take these contacts out, bitch. My eyes bloodshot red. Y'all hoes got me down here crying and shit. Oh, y'all so ignorant. Oh, girl, I don't know if I'm leaving this video up, girl. Oh, hey, Andrew Cabal. Hey, no, cross this is your covenant. Allah kabasha. Okay. Yes. Allah bakashala ma. Zila face, baby. Yes. Shout out to everybody who sent me what's her face, a super chat. Girl, I was too busy over here, girl. I couldn't read those super chats. But I couldn't get to the super chat, baby. I already know I was over here about to pass out, baby. I was over here about to pass out, girl. I was over here about to pass out, y'all. So if y'all send me a super chat, girl, please, I'm gonna give y'all a shout out the next go around. Then when I post a video, when I make a video, I'll make sure I'll say the super chats in the next video. But when y'all was sending them, girl, I couldn't get my I couldn't get my life together. Cause my life was on the line, bitch. Bitch. Oh, shout out to Gabor. Thank y'all so much. Okay, bitch. Hold on. Ooh. Okay. So here we go. Can I say something? We need to say a prayer. Cause bitch, this is what a girls get worked up. Okay? This is what a girl's about to get worked up. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no sweet tea. I'm not about to argue with y'all. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no sweet tea. I ain't about to argue with y'all about no goddamn quad. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no goddamn Dr. G. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no goddamn King. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no Dr. Jackie, no Dr. Heavenly, no Dr. I'm not about to argue with y'all about no goddamn American medicine. Because I already know what's about to happen. Can I? I told you. Girl, I'm going to go ahead and say, I told y'all. You know what? You know what? Girl, some of y'all still in the goddamn comments, girl. Cousin, you're my fave on YouTube, so you're my friend in my head. So you can have me as your seventh friend. Send me your number. I know that's right. Thank you so much. Listen, I told y'all. I do not for the life. Okay, hold up. Dear Heavenly Father, girl, hold up, because I'm not about to. I'm not about to argue with y'all. Dear Heavenly Father, we come to you with open minds, open hearts. We are about to enter into a conversation that may turn left. We don't want any violence. We want love and understanding. Um, all things I pray and ask for. Amen. Girl. Okay. Now listen, bitch. Now listen, bitch. Okay. Girl, how are y'all? Not y'all. Okay, not y'all. Girl, shout out to Wendy Mama. Girl, Holy Ghost rain fire. Ain't that what she said? Holy Ghost rain fire on these hoes. Ain't that what Wendy Mama tell the girls? Holy Ghost, thunder, fire, rain down on these hoes. Rain down on me. Let it follow me. Girl, bombastic, okay? Holy Ghost fire. So listen. Why y'all still getting down to the goddamn comments, girl, defending Dr. G? Be good. You be good. We good. She good. They good. You be good. Yes. Why y'all getting down to the comments, girl, still defending Dr. G? Y'all don't have to like Quad. I don't give a fuck about you not liking Quad. I don't know that lady in real life. Okay? I don't know Quad at all. Okay? So if you don't like the bitch, you don't like her. I don't like the bitch. You ain't gotta like the bitch. Listen. But I think that it is weird. I think it's weird that you can see a clip of, say, Dr. G talking to Sweet Tea the way he's talking to Sweet Tea, and you get in the comment section talking about Qua shouldn't even be on Married to Medicine. Girl, that's your takeaway? Girl, can I say something? I want y'all to leave the Quad shouldn't be on Married to Medicine because she's not married to medicine. Because if we go down the list, most of the people shouldn't be on these reality shows. Candy ain't no housewife. Portia is not a housewife. Portia was probably the only real bona fide housewife at one time on Atlanta. Phaedra ain't no housewife. At one point, from what they said on Real Housewives of New York, wasn't none of the girls even married. Kenya ain't no housewife. A housewife is a housewife. You can be married and still not be a housewife. Okay? So when we start to go down this road of she ain't even married to medicine, okay, she's not married to medicine. But girl, most of the people on these shows don't fit the title of the show. You got Love and Hip Hop Atlanta with Carly Red and Jessica White. Girl, why the fuck is Jessica White on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Right? Girl, why is Carly Red on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta? Because she fucked a couple of rappers? Girl, you see what I'm saying? How many actual basketball wives were there? Okay. How many actual basketball wives were there? So I think to go down this rabbit hole of Quad isn't married to medicine. Okay, she's not married to medicine. Okay, girl. But none of the girls are housewives and you still go up for them. How many of these women on these housewife shows are actual bona fide housewives? I'm talking about bona fide, a housewife by definition. These bitches is getting up and going to work. Kathy ain't even on Housewife. Because Kathy has a whole liquor line. Kathy be working. Kathy don't do our type of work. Cal actually works. Cal is an actress. She had her clothing stores. You see what I'm saying? Come on, the Strange Wives of Atlanta. Anyway, so listen. So I have not listened to this clip. This is my first time listening to this clip. and it is of Sweet Tea and Dr. Gregory. And this clip I got from Neighborhood Talk. By the Husbands of Marriage and Medicine says that Dr. G is basically saying that they picked Quad's new big boo king over him. So I want y'all to listen to. Well, let me turn my speaker on. Hold up, y'all.
Battery 100%. Connected to Rodney's iPad and Rodney's MacBook Air.
Okay. Listen to this. Do y'all want to listen to the clip first of Dr. G and Sweet Tea? Oh, let's listen to that first, baby. Listen to this.
Yeah, how you feeling, honey?
How am I feeling? I'm feeling a little worn out, actually.
You are?
All of that crap.
I'm a little worn out myself, too. I didn't know I could run so fast, babe.
It was really annoying and embarrassing. And then when she started saying all that stuff about, she left me and everything like that.
I chose to end that marriage, and it's done.
Man, I just wasn't ready to hear all that bullshit. And it just, before I knew it, I had reacted.
Don't allow her to get to you.
I don't like leaving stuff. I really don't, but, my emotions are very high. I don't know. So if you don't know, just do what's safe. I mean, we couldn't get in any trouble by leaving, so I just had to get up out of there. It was just a toxic environment. Somebody was gonna get hurt. No. And I feel like that check not being there would have been a fight to the death.
Can I say something before we continue? I don't think it's. I understand people think that Quad is responsible for Mariah not being on the show. Quad is not responsible for Mariah not being on the show. Quad does not have any power. If Quad had the power, then Quad wouldn't have damn near been voted off the island last year. You can't have the power and everybody damn near vote you off of the island too. It don't work like that. There's no way that Quad had all the power to get the creator of the show kicked off of the show. Let me say it again. There's no way that Quad had all of that power to get the creator of the show kicked off the show, but she damn near lost her goddamn job. That don't even work, y'all. Quad don't hire or fire nobody. Be very clear. Quad ain't got no power like that. Not to be firing, hiring the creator of the show. Girl, what in the fuck? And if we're gonna be honest, Dr. Simone actually led that charge. Hello? Y'all better catch that too. Dr. Simone was the one who led the girl, let's go ahead and try to get Mariah kicked off the island. Hello? Hello? That's what y'all keep putting on Quad, but baby, that was Dr. Simone, baby. And Simone led both. Come on, baby. So if we're gonna be honest about it, Simone was the one who led the charge to get Mariah off the show, and she led the charge to try to get Quad off the show. But y'all want to keep putting it on Quad. No, baby, that was Dr. Simone, baby. Girl. That was Dr. Simone Whitfield, baby. All the way. Huh. Let me tell y'all something. I realized this about Dr. Simone and Dr. Heavenly and Dr. Jackie and the other girls. Their whole MO, and they try, let me tell y'all what their MO is. And a light bulb went off really clear as day this past episode. They want to humble the bitches. That's what they try. And y'all know I don't even go up for Phaedra, but that's what they tried to do to Phaedra. Let me tell y'all what Dr. Simone and the other girls try and do. You not gonna come over here and think that you are better than us. Phaedra came over thinking that she was better than them. Now, mind you, Phaedra ain't had no business on the show anyways. But Phaedra came over and they tried to humble Phaedra. And when Phaedra called them types of bitches, what you mean these types of bitches? See, they actually do it to Sweet Tea. They tried to do it to Quad. See, the problem that they always had with Quad, I'm sorry. They wanted to humble Quad. And Quad would never let them humble her. Okay? Be very clear. That's been this whole thing with Quad. Because if you go back to season 1, Quad was the hood rat from Tennessee. Let me tell y'all how this shit worked on Married to Medicine. First season, Quad, they looked at Quad as beneath them. Quad was a hood rat. Quad needed some polishing. Even Mariah even made comments about Quad needing to be, dusted off, to be a better housewife, to be a better, doctor's wife. So then what happened was Quad became the fan favorite. And Quad started smelling her shit. We got to be honest. Quad said, oh, bitch, I have the public behind me. They just stamped me as a fan favorite. Y'all hoes can't fuck with me. So Quad in return really started smelling her shit. And they didn't like it, especially Mariah. Because Mariah didn't understand how the girl who she was supposed to be helping came onto her shit and outshined her. That's a lie. Quad was a fan favorite. That's a bold-faced lie. Quad was a fan favorite. And everybody knew. Everybody knew that. When Quad got Sister Circle, she was going to pull a Nene Leakes. Quad was smelling her shit. She was. Quad was going to eventually try and probably leave Married to Medicine because she thought she had hit the jackpot with Sister Circle. She thought she was on The View. Okay. No shade to Sister Circle. But I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But anyways. But yeah, I think that's their MO. They want to humble the girls. And they do it to Sweet Tea. That's one thing I don't like about Sweet Tea. I don't have no issues with Sweet Tea, but the thing I don't like about Sweet Tea, one of the things I don't like about Sweet Tea is, in a way, like, girl, in a way, Sweet Tea, you kind of let them run over you, girl, because they're not gonna run over no Mariah. They're not gonna run over no goddamn Quad. They do little girl. I hate to say it. They do like kind of son Sweet Tea in a way. They be like, girl, shut up. She kind of get quiet. I be like, girl, you really shut up? Bitch, please. If I got something to say, bitch, I'm going to say it. Okay? I don't give a fuck who y'all are. I don't give a fuck who y'all are, doctors and all. They do be little girl in Sweet Tea. They do. If y'all look at how they handle Sweet Tea, and Sweet Tea kind of let them in a way. That's what they want. And even though Phaedra ain't have a storyline at all, even though fuck the storyline, even though Phaedra didn't bring nothing to Married to Medicine, they wanted Phaedra to come in on some, oh, I'm happy to be around y'all. But Phaedra didn't have to do that. Let me tell you why. Girl, Phaedra didn't have to do that because y'all rolled out the red carpet for Phaedra when she came in. So I can completely understand why Phaedra came in kind of like, bitch, fuck y'all. Bitch, I'm Phaedra Parks. Phaedra came in on some, bitch, y'all need me. I don't need y'all, even though that wasn't the truth. But that's how she came in. Y'all treated Phaedra like y'all were fans of hers. And then when Phaedra got away with not doing shit that first season, then y'all wanted to try to make her work by bringing Apollo trifling ass around. Anyway, I'm getting off subject. Okay, let's keep on going. Hold up, let's hurry up because we ain't gonna be in here all night. Girl, I said that at 9:30. Bitch, we still on here hours. Oof, I make myself sick. Ugh.
That's it.
I don't think it's gonna be a fight to the death. It wasn't all that.
Do you know him?
I don't know him.
Okay.
But like,
well, then how can you say that?
But I was there for one. It wasn't gonna be all that. And then,
what you gonna do?
I'm trained. I'm combat trained.
Combat my ass.
I'm combat trained.
You still a woman.
I don't care if I'm a woman or not. It don't matter in the military.
All right.
I am combat trained. I was in the Air Force. I was a medic. And I trained. We fought with men and women. It didn't matter. It was the other people around. I don't think it would be a fight to the death. So just
see, this is you. You can be so naive sometimes.
I'm not being naive.
You can be so naive sometimes. Just sweet. Just sweet.
Larry, you're not getting nowhere with that. So you gotta really calm down.
What did I do?
You know what you did.
No, what did I do?
Be quiet.
What did I do?
Stop.
This man was charging.
I understand that.
What do you think was on his mind?
I don't think it'll be at that point. But okay, go ahead. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. That's my opinion. And I'm entitled to my opinion.
Well, no, you just can't take the truth.
No, I can take the truth. Don't do that.
Well, listen, maybe we should end this right here.
It shouldn't even go to that point, so come back.
You charging a grown-ass man and you telling me don't say you're naive?
What you storming out? Like, where you going? Because I'm all that you have.
Baby, listen to this shit.
It's your fault. Don't say shit to make me go off.
It's not my fault. It's really not my fault.
It really is your fault.
I have entitled to my opinion, Gregory.
Your opinion makes no sense.
Right now, I understand it's just sensitive time.
You think you know everything, don't you?
I'm looking out for the team.
Well, you should look out for the team by listening to the leader of the team.
I understand that you're
you're making me hype.
But it doesn't get to the point where you have to say I'm naive. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Be quiet.
I don't know who you think you're talking to.
Be quiet. Don't go.
Stop saying stupid stuff.
That's not saying stupid.
You won't get the reaction that you don't want. How about that? Stop. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Can I say something? And I know some of y'all gonna think I'm being dramatic. Yeah. Listen, I already said a prayer. It is what it is at this point. I would not be surprised if Dr. G is over there beating the shit out of Sweet Tea. I wouldn't. If you can open up your girl, this man told this girl, this is a psychiatrist telling somebody they was stupid. Yeah, what? Yeah. This is a psychiatrist who is supposed to be an expert, I believe, in mental health. I believe, girl, telling his wife that what she said was stupid. Hey, baby, I can't make this shit up. Dr. G hasn't watched Alliance. The women have to fight the men. What happens if they get captured? Are they supposed to be damsels in distress? Thank you. I'm the super chats that I missed. I'm gonna give y'all a shout out in the next video. Okay. I don't want y'all to think I forgot about y'all, but y'all know earlier it was a lot going on. Cameron, they weren't allowed to speak on her Shady RHOA past producer. Heavenly tried to get her activated, but Faye runs from the fire. Thank you. If the doctors retired, none of them 60 plus will be married to medicine. Thank you, Jessica A. I'm going to go ahead and say something. Dr. G reminds me of that person. She is comeback trained. I don't think he is putting hands on her, but he is definitely verbally abusive to her. Thank you, Nile on the net. I believe that Dr. G is one of those type of people that he can say certain things and you feel like you might be in danger. I'm sorry. When you start saying stuff like, you made me do it, you know, the stuff he was saying in this video, that's very alarming to me. I don't like the way you talking to me. Bitch, I'm gonna go ahead and say, I'm not trying to say Quad is innocent, but I can see how a bitch could pull out a knife on a nigga like this. Not what you talking like that to me, trying to intimidate me. And if he got the nerve to talk to his wife like this on a motherfucking television show, then bitch, I guarantee you it is 10 times worse when those goddamn cameramen leave and that door is locked. If y'all think that Dr. G is speaking to Sweet Tea like this, with cameramen and producers walking around their house, you know how many people are probably in their house right now? When you witness an abusive man, you don't leave the door unlocked to let him in. Lock your doors. I know that's right. Thank you, Diva, Erica De Niro TV. You know how many people are in this house right now? You probably have the cameraman, probably like a producer, an assistant. And this is how he is talking to Sweet Tea, not only girl in front of us, but in front of them. Hey! And y'all think that it ain't worse when those people leave that house? You talking like this on motherfucking TV. Him being a therapist playing psychology games, shaking my head. Thank you, Resney. This is what they said. You know, Sweet Tea has a YouTube channel. I keep having to say this, but we're gonna have to call it for what it is. Sweet Tea, girl, I know you probably watch my video. I don't know if you still watch my videos now, but I know in the past you did. Sweet Tea, it is, and I said this, is giving single black female. Take Sweet Tea out of it. Sweet Tea, girl, has come on. Sweet Tea is married to Quad's ex-husband. Okay? She now has, I think on her YouTube channel, she has a cooking segment. Thank you, Danny. Girl, Quad has had a cookbook. Quad has seasonings called sweet and savory seasonings. Sweet Tea has a speed dating, sweet and savory speed dating. Quad had on a leather brown dress the other day. Girl, Sweet Tea goes to Watch What Happens Live and has on a burgundy leather dress, the same dress. Y'all cannot tell me that is not psychotic. Girl, I called Sweet Tea single black female about a month ago. And y'all thought I was just saying that because he don't like Quad. No, I mean he don't like Sweet Tea. No, that don't have nothing to do with it. We have to just call it for what it is. This shit is weird. She watched the show. She's married to Quad's ex-husband. She still had some of Quad's belongings in the house. Girl, she has now started a cooking segment on her YouTube channel. Girl, she just had on the same exact dress. That's why Quad said, I'm what you want to be. Girl, now y'all realize why Quad said, I'm what you want to be. Girl, I'm what you want to be. See, Quad been clocking them this whole time. She had on the same exact dress that Quad had on in the confessional. And I think that this was after they shot the reunion, I believe. They had already saw all the episodes. So you watch these episodes. The neighbors have spoken. He was whooping Quad and it gets pretty loud over there currently. Sweet Tea is psychotic. Thank you, Jana White. Allegedly, y'all. I clocked her crazy the second she slid in that man's DMs. Okay, Tori? Like, y'all have to be honest. That is weird. Y'all already got all of the episodes for the rest of the season because I think that they had already filmed the reunion, or probably a week later. But I know she had already seen that episode because they give them the rest of the episodes. So you went to Watch What Happens Live knowing that Quad had on the same dress. Y'all cannot sit here and tell me that is not weird. That is weird, y'all. I know some of y'all love sweet tea, and that is perfectly fine. But y'all cannot sit here and tell me that if you heard of this happening with any other two people, you wouldn't be like, bitch, what? Girl, what? T was crazy for showing Greg, for showing that Greg still has some of Quad's old stuff. Okay, thank you, Nashina. If he's not putting hands on her now, he definitely will when she gets pregnant. DV always escalates with pregnancy. Don't do it, girl. Thank you, Danny. She will be a fool to have a baby. Let me say, let me say, Dr. G is the type of person that if you have a baby with him, girl, it is going to be hell on wheels for Sweet Tea. It is going to be hell on wheels for Sweet Tea. All right, y'all. So this is what they had to say down to their YouTube channel. This is my first time listening to this. I haven't listened to it yet, so we're going to be listening to this for the first time together. Okay.
Oh, and I didn't press charges, but very, very pissed about the situation. I mean, somebody charging you. I mean, you're gonna be real pissed about it. And I don't take bullying. It's like I don't feel like it's cool. And the guys, they said they were gonna handle it, and that didn't work out. So it's just like I really don't know how to feel about it. I can't stay locked in one emotional state. Trying to move on. So there it is.
Do you feel like the men chose his side over yours?
In some ways I do. Yeah.
What's really good is I'm glad that we're able to provide you a platform to speak your truth. And because the show is about the men don't get paid to, they're pretty much the supporting cast members. And y'all do when it comes to you guys.
Did y'all hear what she said? I told y'all the men don't get paid. Huh? Bitch? Hold up.
The men don't get paid.
I told y'all the men don't get paid. I told y'all the men don't get paid. Do you know how much of a psychotic motherfucker you got to be to come back to a show that you don't even get paid? I told y'all Dr. G came back to that show to antagonize Quad. And he did it for free. I told y'all this. This is my first time hearing her say this. How the hell y'all gonna sit here and say that Quad was antagonizing him? This motherfucker came back to a show that he don't even get paid for just so he can antagonize Quad. I told y'all this. You tried to tell them the men don't get paid. I've been telling them this. But for some reason, y'all swerving down that even though Dr. G came back into Quad's life, that Quad is antagonizing him. I told y'all the men don't get paid. Dr. G and Quad, from what I understand, have not seen each other in 3-4 years. Atlanta ain't that big, but they ain't ran into each other from what I understand. So if I have not seen you and you ain't seen me, then how the fuck is he coming back to my job where I get paid and he doesn't, but y'all gonna flip it and say that I'm antagonizing him? Do you think he's trying to turn her into Quad with his mind games? Thank you, Resney. I don't know. I don't know if he's trying to turn her into Quad, but he definitely got with her for a reason. Sweet Tea is a little green. I've been saying this. It's no shade to Sweet Tea, but I tried to tell the people that the men didn't get paid. He wants someone he can control. Basically, yeah. Sweet Tea and Greg both are psychopaths, Rodney and cousins that you hear the song that he has recorded? I know he had no song. A song? Yeah, no. I didn't hear that. Let's go back to listening, girl. This is my first time listening to this. I tried to tell y'all don't like to listen to me. The men do not get paid. You just heard Sweet Tea say it out of her own mouth. The men don't get paid. What other reason would this man coming back to a show? See, this is the thing. I might be emotional, bitch, but bitch, I'm logical. And shit gotta make sense to me. What other reason would this man have coming back to a show that he does not get paid? With his new fiance, get married on the show. And then some of you, no shade, but shade, then some of you say that she antagonized him. And then say that she should quit her job because her ex-husband, who's not even a fucking employee, came back down. That nigga signed a consent form. And then say that Quad should quit her job, even though she's been over here minding her fucking business this entire time. Ain't bothered that man at all. I don't even know if the bitch talk about Dr. G. Sweet slide into the DMs, eggs first. Now she's sitting looking silly. Hey, thank you, Sweet P724. When I tell you, I swear it be feeling like I'm in the Twilight Zone when I come down to YouTube sometimes. Because some of y'all be trying to make me feel like I'm fucking crazy. Girl. What's up, Fake Love Life and Style? Some of y'all be trying to make me feel like I'm crazy. Like what I'm saying, and I'm like, I know what I'm saying. Like I know what I'm saying makes sense. I'm not saying we have to agree, but to make it seem as though what I'm saying, I know what I'm saying. Like, what am I tripping? Oh, girl, I forgot to put my goddamn stuff in the freezer. Bitch, hold up. Girl, I just remembered. Girl, I went to the grocery store earlier. I just looked over. I came into the house. Oh, girl. Girl, this is so ghetto. When I say I'm ghetto, when I say I'm ghetto as hell. Okay. Girl, my mind be everywhere. Sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so ghetto. I went to the grocery store. I forgot that I left stuff on the counter, girl. Girl, I've been on here for damn near 2 hours. I just remembered. Girl. Girl, I just remember, girl. The only thing my Karen Hugo drunk ass did. The only thing I did was put this goddamn wine in the refrigerator. I remember to do that though. Hello, I remember when I came out when I walked my black ass in this house. I bet you I put this because I like cold wine. I don't like room temperature wine. So I bet you I put this motherfucking wine in the refrigerator though. Okay, bitch. I remember to do that. Okay. Girl, my shit gonna be bad now. Anyways, so I'm just saying back to what I was saying. I am in awe. Like, let's keep listening to this clip. Girl, let me tell y'all something. What did I say on Twitter, baby? I'm always vindicated. That's gonna be my new line, bitch. I'm on my Karen Hugo shit. Yeah, I'm on my Kenya Moore shit. I'll be vindicated. Bitch, I'll be vindicated. Bitch, I'm always vindicated. I'll be vindicated. I'll be vindicated. I'll be vindicated. I'll be vindicated. I'm always vindicated. I've been trying to tell y'all. Y'all don't like to listen to me because I'm just some loud ass punk on the World Wide Web. Bitch.
So it's about the women. The men don't get paid to, they're pretty much the supporting cast members. And no, y'all do when it comes to you.
The men don't get paid. They're like supporting cast members. I told y'all. I'm not gonna let this go. Baby, vindicated fish. I told y'all. Not everybody quiet.
Like I don't think so. Like this whole thing with King and all them. I mean, these guys they went and they embraced this guy like he's been around, for a million years, and like they know my character. Like I would go and try to blatantly disrespect anybody like that, and then I would take it to violence. I mean, that dude brought a lot of negative energy. Yet they're trying to hear his side. I'm like, what the man? What is this? So it's like if somebody did you like that, you wouldn't feel so cool, But as a man, I think we don't get as sensitive about stuff like that. But I mean, I got the whole thing with some book. Like all of them fellas, they didn't really back me up the way I would have thought. But at the same time, we did leave the island, so I wasn't there to really get my. But they already know my side of the story. They know me. They've known me for years. You know what I mean? But
because then Damon says the same thing. You should know me, or you should.
Well, yeah.
It's kind of like, does it seem like the whole season then the men weren't on your side, or were we just?
There've been times that I've been very surprised by the lack of support I've gotten from my.
Well, I think that friends. You have to understand that like some of the men, like their women are making this money, and so they don't want to go against them.
No, and I didn't press charges. But
okay, that's all the clip that I got. Let me tell y'all something. Listen, Dr. G is full of shit. I don't give a damn. From what I saw on my TV screen, and I know we don't get to see everything, maybe King did start with Dr. G. But what we not gonna do is sit here and act like Dr. G wasn't bucking up to King. I don't know what y'all be watching on y'all TV screen. But we're not gonna sit here and act like. Thank you, Resney. Be on your Rodney-ish. They weren't vindicated, okay? He just wants them to support him because of the amount of time that they've been knowing each other. I really want to know what the niggas gonna say when they heard how he was talking to Sweet Tea. They ain't gonna say nothing. Yes. In Dr. Damon's defense, Dr. Damon said, I'm glad the producer said that. Dr. Damon said the same thing. You know me. You basically regurgitating the same stuff that Dr. Damon said. Dr. G is full of shit. Dr. G, you wanted a fight. Yes, you did. You wanted to come on this show and fuck with Quad. The thing is, y'all didn't know that Quad had a bazooka up her motherfucking skirt. Hey! By the name of King. See, y'all didn't know that Quad was gonna come onto the show this season with her boyfriend. So it threw a wrench in the motherfucking plan. Y'all were all right when Dr. G came back to the show with his new girlfriend. Fiance got married on the show. But when Quad went and got her nigga and said, nigga, come on, let's go. Now it's Quad is antagonizing Dr. G. Now Quad is down to the internet talking about the scene from Married to Medicine and it's, oh, Quad needs to shut up. Well, guess what? Quad wouldn't have a motherfucking thing to say about their marriage if they black asses wouldn't have came back to the goddamn show. To the show, not back. to the show. Well, Dr. G back. Y'all can't get mad at Quad for having an opinion. Y'all can't get mad at Quad for telling her experience with the nigga. Quad won't be talking about Dr. G if Dr. G never would have brought his black ass back to Married to Medicine. Let's start at that point. Quad wouldn't have anything to say about Sweet Tea and Dr. G if they just would have stayed on their side of town. They come to Quad's side of town, come back to the show, being her ex-husband, but Quad is not supposed to have an opinion about the nigga who she used to be married to. And she's supposed to just shut the fuck up. Because you need to stay out of married folks' business. See, y'all be the type that won't say nothing and a bitch be getting her ass whooped, but all in the name of married folks. Girl, don't have an opinion about married folks. You need to have all the motherfucking opinions. Because, girl, if you really are listening to how Dr. G is talking to this girl, what if Dr. G was talking to your sister, mama, grandmama, best friend like that? If I heard one of my woman friends and her husband was talking to her like this, I would be like, bitch, what the fuck is going on over there? I just don't, I'm vindicated. I'm vindicated. I tried to tell y'all about Dr. G, and y'all don't want to listen to me. I think that it is weird. It is no shade. I love y'all to pieces. And I hope this don't offend nobody. I think that it is weird that it be people in the comment sections defending an abusive ass man. I think that is weird. I do. I do. It reminds me like, people, y'all cannot be that hard up to protect niggas. It reminds me of Kenya. Remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta when Tammy's nephew or somebody, remember that season when that crazy ass nigga was on the show? And they all set their black asses on that stage and tried to make it seem as though that man hadn't done anything. And Candy had to sit up. I think Candy was pregnant at the time and told them, listen now, hold up. Now, bitch, I know y'all don't like Kenya, but we're not going to play that game. Like, it's a very dangerous game to dislike somebody so much that you are willing to overlook this nigga's pattern of behavior because you don't like this bitch. So you would rather stand beside and stick up for a nigga who you see is a motherfucking problem because you don't like this bitch. That's dangerous. I don't trust people like that. Girl. No, it wasn't Matt. It was Tam. Remember Tammy? They were in Miami or something. Something happened. I can't remember, child. It was one of the girls, a friend of the show. I think her nephew or somebody was there. And I was like, that's how when I see people online, girl, you ain't got to like Quad again. I don't give a fuck if you like Quad or not. I don't know Quad. Quad ain't my friend. But to ignore, I just think it's weird. And to side with this other person just out of spite. All right, y'all. The funny thing is, the girl said King was at the season 10 reunion with Quad, but they didn't know they were dating. Thank you, Asia. Oh, the funny thing is the girl said King was at the season 10 reunion with Quad, but they didn't know they were dating. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know. When I was reading it, my mind was registering Dr. G. I was about to say, hold up. What the fuck you just say? I don't know why I was thinking of Dr. G, and I thought you were saying that Dr. G was at the season 10 reunion. I was like, hold on. What the fuck she just said? I got real confused. Okay, y'all, let's move on. Baby, I haven't listened to this clip. This is my first time listening to this clip. This is reasonably shady. Y'all agree? Gizelle says she doesn't like Married to Medicine because it's too messy and overproduced. They crossed the line. It's too much. Do y'all hear what the fuck I just said? Let me read the headline again. Y'all agree? Gizelle says she doesn't like Married to Medicine because it's too messy and overproduced. They crossed the line. It's too much. Gizelle Bryan said that. Gizelle, girl, let's listen to this shit.
Married to Medicine. Oh. So I like those ladies. Yeah. I like the show. Okay. I don't like what the hell is happening. What is happening? So I know you don't know, but I got caught up into the Matrix. Okay. And I turned on my TV and it was there. Okay. And all I saw was, because we know Phaedra's on the show. And they were on a cast trip. Okay. And here comes Apollo. Okay. Joining them on the trip. He's not a doctor. Okay. Yeah. With his wife. Okay. Okay. He's not a doctor. Who's not a doctor either. You're right. And so, not a doctor. And so Heavenly, who is,
and y'all are not housewives. Girl, Robin, you're actually the breadwinner. You're actually the provider. Girl, like you screaming Apollo. He's not a doctor. She's not a doctor. You're not a housewife. You're the provider, the leader, the protector. Girl, hello, girl, Gizelle, you're not a housewife either. Girl, like what are we talking about?
Doctor invited Apollo and his wife. So they're walking up. So then we cut to Phaedra in her confessional, and she's like, yeah, this is the woman that my husband was cheating on me with. Okay. So then we see like Shireen, I think that's her name, is the wife. And then we have Quad, who used to be married to a doctor, Greg, who is now married to someone else on the show. Sweet Tea or something? Yes. And then now Quad is there with her new boo. Okay. So we have all of these exes and all of this mess. And I'm typically here for the mess because you know I love me some Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Right. Yes. Okay. So I am here for the mess. Yes. Not this mess. I was kind of like feeling bad for Phaedra. I felt like this is from a producer standpoint, like this is too much. We didn't cross the line. It's just too much. So like, did they blindside her? Like that, from what I understand, behind the scenes, she knew Apollo was coming, but not the wife. Okay. And I think because Apollo was at the reunion last year with her, so I oh right, okay. Yeah. So I think she was cool with that, but not like you're bringing the wife. Why is Apollo? I don't know. Why is Apollo there? I don't understand. Why is he there? I don't get any of it. It don't make no sense. Just this is the whole thing is set up to be messy. Yeah, messy. And right. It reeks of that. Yeah. It reeks of producer produced. It just I literally said no more. Let me tell you what I don't love.
I am floored by how delusional the people can be. Y'all know Gizelle used to be my girl. She wasn't like my fave. Like I didn't like go up for Gizelle, but I liked Gizelle. And I'm trying to get back to liking Gizelle. But there is no way that out of everybody, Gizelle has the nerve to talk about anything being overproduced, produced. Gizelle, let me refresh your memory, mama. From what the people say, you're the same one who wanted to bring in a rumor about Monique's son's paternity to the show. Let me refresh our memory about what they say happened. Monique Samuel was a cast member of Real Housewives of Potomac. She came in season 2. I didn't watch season 2. I came back to season 3. Season 5, fast forward season 5. Monique had a friend named Gigi. I think Gigi was going around saying that Monique had cheated on Chris or something like that. Gizelle was not the creator of the rumor, but Gizelle wanted to bring the rumor onto the show. They were all having a kumbaya moment. At the time, Candace did not like Monique, or they were just mad at each other. You know, friends mad at each other. They had this conversation in front of Candace. Candace goes back and tells Karen, bitch, they're trying to bring on a rumor onto the show about Monique's husband, Chris, not being her baby daddy. Karen then tells Monique. From what the people say, Monique then goes to the producers, Andy, NBC, and she got the shit shut down. It slightly came up at the reunion, and because Andy is always up Giselle's ass, he kind of brushed over it like it never came onto the show. That's not the point. It should have never been a part of the motherfucking conversation. And that's why I be trying to tell y'all, when these housewives start playing in my motherfucking face, trying to act like the kids are off limits, the kids ain't never been off limits. Be very clear. Y'all don't mind going after the kids? That's why when Gizelle tried to sit on that goddamn stage Sunday and try to mom shame Mia, girl, let me tell you something. You can't say a goddamn thing. Not the same person who was trying to question the paternity of another housewife's goddamn child. If Mia is a horrible mother, then Gizelle is a horrible human being. Gizelle is the same one who didn't go to Human Resources, didn't go to Truly Original, didn't go to Andy, didn't go to NBC, but went to Robin and told Robin that Chris Bassett made her feel uncomfortable in her room. Now, mind you, she went to Human Resources when Candace called her a white lady. But you don't want to go to Human Resources because a nigga at the job making you feel uncomfortable. Make it make sense. And you want to talk about girl stuff being overproduced. She waited until the cameras came up for her to bring it up. Dr. G thought that the ladies were going to make Quad quit, but the fans wanted Quad back, and she came back with her man. Greg was not ready. And why is he mad at men like King? You wanted people to like T. Go home, Roger. Thank you, Lisa. So for Gizelle to sit here and act as if she does not do the same exact thing, this is what I be talking about. Girl, I don't know if Gizelle thinks that we just dumb, if we don't keep up with the mess, if we don't listen, if we don't remember. Gizelle, we know you for your works, girl. We've seen the shit that you tried to do. We saw you falsely accuse Chris Bassett of sexual assault by saying that he touched Deborah's ass. And then lied and said Ashley said it. And Ashley was like, girl, I ain't said no shit like that. Y'all all tried to come together and paint a picture that Chris was this predator. Mia joined in on it. Be very clear. Gizelle ain't got no room to talk about nobody. None. At all. At all. Gizelle, you really were about to try to bring on a rumor about Monique's son and the paternity of her son. But then you have the audacity to turn around and talk about shows being overly produced and that's just mean and that's just too much and all this bullshit, whatever she said. Girl, what? What? Girl, what are we talking about, Jizzy? Are we like what are we talking about, Gizelle? You literally just did that. And she even did it at the reunion. I want to give a shout out to Andrew Gabor. He made a good point. Gizelle is too established on Potomac. And I mentioned this on my review, but he was saying that basically as an OG, she should know better. One of the things that I didn't like that Gizelle was doing at the reunion, Gizelle was just throwing out accusations. They could be true. But the point that I'm trying to make is, Gizelle, why don't you have any receipts to back you up? Gizelle is moving as someone who is new to the show or someone who's used to just saying shit and getting away with it. You done came on the show saying that Stacey is going to start a cannabis line. That could be true. Girl, who told you this? Where's the receipts? Then it's Mia lives in Atlanta. That could be true. But where's the proof? Where's the receipts? You just saying stuff and you don't have nothing to back it up. And y'all wonder why I keep saying that Wendy is actually in charge of the girls. Whatever is about to happen with Wendy, whatever's about to happen with Wendy, Stacey, and Eddie, Wendy gonna have some motherfucking receipts. If you gonna come out and accuse somebody of something, baby, it's because I got it in my motherfucking phone. Is Jamal coming? Of course not. Let's not play this game. Gizelle, your whole existence on this show has been produced. Thank you. Hashtag delulu kids of Nick. Yes. You think she been fed by production? That's the only way she would know this information. Especially about Mia. I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna do stuff like that, that's fine, but at least have the receipts to back it up. You just saying stuff, Gizelle, just to say it at this point, because I don't know if you're telling the truth or not. It's, well, I was told. Told by who? Even though I wasn't impressed by what Monique did, at least when Monique came, Monique had your shit in black and white. Bitch, Monique had a whole motherfucking binder with receipts. You see what I'm saying? Like, if I'm gonna come out here and accuse you of something, bitch, it's because, bitch, I got it right here. Girl, well, that's not what these text messages say that I got a hold of. Girl, they said this information slid across my desk a few months ago. Girl, on December the 24th, girl, 2023. Girl, is this a telephone number? This is what the messages say. Girl, this is what the messages said in February. You see this right here? Uh-huh. Yeah. This is what the messages said in April. You see this too? But okay, notarizing everything. Yes, this right here. You can read it. You see how when Stacey said, I have it right here, and Stacey then handed, and Mia was sitting there trying to lie? Girl. And Stacey said, girl, you a goddamn, like, well, she said goddamn. But Stacey was like, you're a liar, Mia. And then she's like, I have the messages in my phone. And then she pulled her phone out. That's how you work the girls. If I'm gonna call you a liar or say you did some shit or I got some proof, bitch, I'm gonna have some proof in this phone. And what she do? She politely handed her phone over to Andy, and Andy started reading the text messages. Gizelle just throwing shit out, just throw it. It's like, you ain't even got nothing to back up what you saying. You just saying shit. Girl. I don't like that. I don't. Like, I just feel like, girl, you're too new in the game. Stacey is a first-year housewife. And she already got the game down pat. You know what I'm saying? She already got receipts in her goddamn phone. You got Wendy working the room, girl, this whole goddamn episode. The whole 3 parts. And Gizelle is like, well, I was told. You were told by who? Who told you that? You got some receipts to back that up? Girl. Anyways, I'm really trying to like Gizelle, y'all. I really am. Because I want to go back to liking Gizelle. But Gizelle, I'm not going to let you play in my face, sister. Sister, I'm not going to let you play in my face. I'm not going to let you play in my face. I'm just not. I'm not you play. I'm not. I'm not you. I'm not letting you play in my face, Gizelle. When you get online saying shit like this, girl, we're gonna. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna come down here every time and remind the girls. No, that's not what. That's not. No, you can have your own critique of Married to Medicine and say. And let me say something. What she said ain't a lie, girl. I'm not saying Gizelle told a lie. I'm just saying you got some fucking nerve. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Two things can be true. What Gizelle said wasn't a lie. Okay, it is. They are doing too much producing. What she said wasn't a lie. But the point is, you got some fucking nerve. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like what right message, wrong messenger. Girl. Right message, wrong messenger. She didn't lie. Let's be clear. The helper didn't lie, but girl, you need to shut up. Okay? Because you're the last person that should be saying anything. Okay? Girl, I said, Gizelle, baby, you are not the right person for this, baby. Girl, you can leave it to us. You can leave it to the viewers. You can probably leave it to other people on other reality shows. Gizelle, you are not the one to talk about Married to Medicine being overly produced. Because it is, but you're not the one to give the message. Girl. I said, baby, I said this girl right here, baby. Anyways, y'all. Baby, you gotta go to sleep, Shan. Baby, don't miss your exam in the morning, honey. Right, slide the message over to somebody else. Because I don't want you to read it. I don't want you to read the message, Gizelle. Girl. Anyways, y'all. I had fun tonight. I was a little stressed out towards the end, but we got through it. I hate when I cry on lives. I just hate it. It just bothers my soul. I just don't like crying on lives. I just don't. And girl, when you live, you can't do nothing about it. Hello, bitch. I can just put your head down. Oh my god, girl, it's about to happen. Oh my god, girl, it's about to happen. Oh my god, girl, end the video. Girl, I was this close to just literally ending this video. When I tell you I was this close, I was like, bitch, just end the video right now. Just end it and say something. Girl, just end it and just say, girl, the power went out, girl. Girl, my lights just got turned off. I don't know. Okay. Girl, the electricity went out. Girl, my lights got turned off. I don't know what happened, John. The video went out. Girl, I don't know. Anyways. But y'all, that's it. That's it. Shout out to King. Shout out to Quad. Shout out to Dr. G. Shout out to Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea, you need to leave that nigga. That's what I wanted to know, girl. You know what y'all know what I wanted to do? Girl. So this is what I wanted. I really wanted to do my big one. Yeah, I was gonna do my big one on this one, but I got so scared. Y'all know my plan was to go down to DC and to go to the hearing. And I wanted to be there when it all went down. Girl, I wanted to do it so bad. But girl, the way these planes been falling out the sky, y'all know my nerves already be bad flying. Girl, I wanted to go to DC so bad and be on my motherfucking girl, Rodney the Voice reporter news. I was going, bitch. I was going. And I was just like, girl. I was like, oh, girl. I was like, girl, oh, girl, you gonna go? I was like, girl, go. I was like, girl, go. 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 And I was like, girl, I can't go. But I wanted to go. I was like this close to going, seriously. It's tomorrow. I wanted to be there, girl. Rodney the reporter. Absolutely, bitch. Now don't get it twisted. Listen, we gonna if whatever we gonna be that more than likely, I will be live tomorrow. More than likely, I will. Unless something changes, unless something happens, God say the same, honey. Okay, we hope. Okay, but more than likely, I'm probably gonna go live tomorrow because I don't know what. Girl. I'm nervous for Karen, honey. I'm nervous for Karen, baby. Karen, baby. I don't know what you about to do, sister. Baby, I don't know what Karen is about to do. That's Karen's fault, though. That is. That's Karen's fault. Bitch, I was gonna have my glasses on. Bitch, I was gonna have a whole motherfucking. Bitch, I was gonna have a blazer on, some slacks. I was gonna throw some tennis shoes on. I was gonna be too dressed up. I was gonna throw on a motherfucking. I was gonna be reporter fish. I was gonna be like, bitch. I was gonna be like, baby, the girls are gonna be so motherfucking gagged when I tell them, girl, I'm down at the motherfucking courthouse. Bitch, I'm at the motherfucking courthouse, bitch. Bitch, I wanted to come down here and see this shit by myself, baby. I was like, bitch, I'm about to turn this motherfucking YouTube channel out. And I was like, bitch, I didn't go. Now I'm kind of regretting it. I am. I'm kind of regretting it just a little bit. I wish I would have went now. I wish I would have went now, honestly. Because I think it just would have been fun. Not fun on Karen's behalf. It would have been fun for her, but it would have been fun for us. Okay, it just would have been fun. Now I kind of wish I would have went, but it is what it is. Girl, if they postpone it, you think they're gonna postpone it or no? I was looking at tickets and the earliest that I would get there. The earliest flight that I saw, I wouldn't get there till 11:30. I was actually looking at tickets today because I have some points, then I have credits, so the ticket wasn't gonna be a problem. I mean, not a problem like that, but I mean, I have credits and points and all that stuff, so I wasn't worried about the ticket. So I was looking at tickets today, but the earliest flight that I saw, it was gonna get there like at 11:30, something like that. Delta was one flight, but Delta, they be stopping in Atlanta and shit. Delta. I don't think Delta does do straight flights to or from um what's the face, and then I don't think they had any really early flights for Baltimore. Yeah. So, but yeah, we'll be down here tomorrow to talk about Miss Karen Huger and whatever this sentence is. I don't know if it's gonna be house arrest. If she get a slap on the wrist, I don't know. It is what it is. All right, y'all. That's really all I have to talk about. Y'all going to Mardi Gras this weekend? Y'all gonna be in New Orleans? I thought about tipping through. I don't know. I thought about doing a little tip on hardwood floors. 10 across the board. Absolutely not. See, this is the thing. I like my first time going to Mardi Gras was last year. Now you got to wear your robe and play the People's Court in tomorrow. I say 90 days. Thank you, Nashina. I was thinking about it. The only thing I don't like, I just don't like Bourbon Street. It be too many people. I can live without walking through Bourbon Street, especially the packed areas. Girl, last year was my first time ever going to Mardi Gras. Well, I didn't really feel that well, so I really couldn't enjoy it like I wanted to enjoy it. But it did kind of cross my mind, like, should you go this year? I don't know. I don't know. I'm thinking about it. And I love when the niggas be like, hey baby, hey baby. I even talking about hey baby. I love the nigga. I love the way people from New Orleans talk. Yes. I love the way the niggas from New Orleans talk and the niggas from New York City. I love it. I love the niggas when they talk from New Orleans, and I love how the Cubans and Dominicans and Puerto Ricans and all the motherfuckers in New York be talking. Girl, I live for a New Orleans accent and a motherfucking NYC. I don't know if it's called an NYC. I'm just making some shit up. But the niggas who live in NYC, I love the way they talk, and I love the way the niggas in New Orleans talk. It gets me every time. Okay. Yes. Oh yes, girl. I'll be like, right. Okay. Bitch, shit. Okay. Yes. Yes, God. Girl. Ooh-wee. Anyway, so all right, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow. Thank y'all so much for watching. I know this was a stressful live. Okay. I already kind of had a feeling how it was going to turn out. Not with the whole tears and stuff. That shit kind of, But other than that, of course, I had a good time. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see y'all tomorrow when we're talking about Karen fucking Huger and girl, if she going to jail or not. All right. Bye, y'all.